What is up, my ducks and drakes? Welcome to the Credit Lake, and today we are reading chapters 15 and 16 of Misunderstanding, a standard-sized fanfic by ElliottGreen333 on Wattpad. If you would like to check out the book or the author for yourself, look in the description below. Speaking of description below, you can also find the trigger warnings for these chapters down below, so you can be informed about, wow, maybe I shouldn't listen to this, because please be safe. Down below is also a Google form to recommend fanfiction to me. I don't know what kind of fanfiction you guys like, and so by using that form to recommend either Sanicides or other fandoms of fanfiction, it helps a lot, and I'd appreciate you doing that. And with that, here is Part 15, Patton. I was pacing around my room for what seemed like forever, just a whirlpool of me going in circles with myself. I haven't seen DT in a week. Is he avoiding me? If he is, does that mean I was right all along? Is he really lying to me? I didn't want to believe it, but the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. All of Roman's dribble about Deceit and him talking, both Roman and Deceit are holding a secret, I don't know, but I don't want the truth from Roman. I want it from the snake. But what if I'm taking this too far? What if he really is trying to get Roman's blessing for our relationship? But why wouldn't he tell me that sooner? Is all this about one of the other sides? Did he fall out of love with me? Did I do something wrong? Did I not spend enough time with him? I just don't get it. While I was pacing, my door opened. I jumped in surprise, seeing Dee Dee standing in the doorway. He looked awful and was practically half asleep standing up. I was so afraid and confronting Dee. I was shaking. We've never fought before. We've had no reason to, but right now, he was hiding something from me. I thought he trusted me. "Hey, darling," he muttered in a half-asleep state. I wanted to comfort him, to just wrap him in my arms and cuddle the night away, but I couldn't. I couldn't stand on this issue much longer. I am so tired. It's been too long since we've last cuddled. We should do that, he mumbled. Maybe this will wake you up, I replied angrily. Before he could react, I grabbed tightly to his gloved hand. He clenched his teeth in pain. The scars on his hands probably burning right now. Sooner or later, I let go. He backed away from me, removing his glove and grabbing his wrist. His entire hand was red, making me feel kind of bad. "The hell was that for, Patton?" he screamed, looking between me and his hand. "We need to talk, Dee Dee," I said, my voice breaking halfway through. His face softened. Deceit came closer, arms open for a hug, but I merely turned away. "You've been lying to me, haven't you?" What? No, Patton. I haven't, he promised. I angled my head back at him. Sure enough, his tongue was flicking at me. You liar!" he sobbed. I sobbed. He looked heartbroken as I started to break. "What's going on? What is that you're so obviously keeping from me?" he stuttered, fighting to get the words out. "Can't even tell me that? Do I really mean that little to you?" "No, Patton, that's not the case. Not at all, darling. I can't tell you. You'd hate me. I know you would," he cried. "Oh, and this is so much better," I fought back. Steam was practically puffing out of my ears. Years of built-up anger I've ever had coming out right here, right now. Tears started to flow down his face, too. "I'm sorry, darling, but I don't want to worry you. You mean so much to Thomas and—" "Shut up!" I barked. He backed up. He looked afraid. It was a weird expression for him. He's never afraid. Especially not of me. "What?" "I said, shut up," I repeated. "This isn't about Thomas. This is about us. You don't trust me. And I don't want to be with you if you can't even trust me. I respect myself more than that. Deceit just stared at the ground. He didn't want to see me cry. Not after all he's done. Patton, darling, baby, please. If you let me explain. He tried, and I denied him. Get out, I ordered. Patton, he begged, reaching out for me again. Get out, I repeated. My tone was serious. Something it never was. Patton, I love you, please. Let's at least sleep on this decision a little bit first. Are you deaf? I said get out, I yelled. Hot tears were pouring down my face like steaming lava. I had never raised my voice at anyone, and I never thought I would have to raise my voice at Deceit. He respected my wishes. Deceit put his glove back on before grabbing the doorknob and leaving my room. As soon as the door shut, I broke down on the floor. After a while, I fell asleep on my floor, hugging myself, and covered in dry tears. Part 16. Deceit. I went to exit the Mind Palace. I was done. Fuck Roman, fuck Virgil, fuck Logan, and fuck Patton. Virgil was right. Logan can fix him. I'm not strong enough to fix him. I can't do it. Not now, at least. Patton broke up with me. There's no point in fixing him when it seems trying to help only makes things worse. My feet trudged through the darkness. I could hear the back door open again, followed by a blinding light entering the abyss. Deceit! Hold on, Virgil called out. Great, I thought. I didn't want to deal with him, or anybody for that matter. He caught up to me, placing a gentle hand on my shoulder. Deceit, please, talk to me. There's nothing to talk about. I only make things worse anyway. You were right. Get your lapdog Logan to fix all this. I could tell that struck a nerve. His eyes dart from the floor as more tears slipped through. I can't, he mumbled. And why not? Are you trying to instill some false confidence in me so that I can magically fix Roman? Well, it ain't gonna happen. Logan hates me now, okay? He shouted back at me. All because of you, actually. If you never lost your temper or whatever and erased Roman's memories, he would have caught Roman kissing me. Roman kissed you? I questioned. Don't act like you don't know, he seethed. Why the fuck would I know Roman decided to make out with you? Because you directed him to, didn't you? Virgil yelled. He took a few breaths before counting. 2, 3. This was never about Thomas, was it? All that talk about Logan and Patton needing to keep their minds on Thomas. Rather, it was all about Patton. You two have been dating, haven't you? My eyes widened, a blush rushing to my cheeks. I grew angry, grinding my teeth so I wouldn't cry tears again. You told Roman to kiss me because you knew about his crush on Patton. You just wanted him all to yourself. You got me, okay? was dating Patton, but I didn't want to break you and Logan up. You think I'm heartless? This isn't what I wanted at all. I just wanted to keep Patton safe and happy. I grumbled to my knees, hugging myself for comfort. Virgil softened a little. He knelt down to me. He was glowing a light purple. Since we were back in the Dark Mind Palace, his powers were beginning to return to him. Deceit, I had no idea you two broke up. He cooed. It doesn't matter. You light-size everyone everything. I was just trying to make poor Patton happy because you dipshits couldn't. I yelled. My rage was starting to blind me. All I could think of was Patton. All of the happy times we've had together. All the nights we've cuddled on his bed watching movies after long days with Thomas. All the times he would fall asleep on me. When he helped me fix my hands. When he tried to include me in more videos. He was my saving grace, and now he's gone. Deceit, I'm sorry, Virgil pleaded. No, you're not. I bolted upright. My hands were bright yellow as all the memories fueled me in all the wrong ways. Virgil fell back on his butt, just helplessly watching as I started losing control of myself. Suddenly, Virgil started to glow a golden color. He screamed out in pain, grabbing his head and squirming on the floor. Everything seemed to stop. My rage turned to concern as I got down on my knees, trying to help him. All of this seemed familiar, until I realized this is what happened to Roman when he lost his memories. Virgil, no! I screamed out. I grabbed his body, pulling him to a hug. Virgil, no, please, stop. I didn't mean this. This isn't what I wanted. This is never what I wanted. I cried as I held him. He was slowly going limp. Please, Virgil, don't forget about everything. Logan loves you. We exist inside Thomas's head. I am one of your best friends. Sure, I've made mistakes in the past, but you're so fucking forgiving and kind that you look past the sum of my parts. You always try to treat me as an equal even though I don't deserve it. Don't forget who you are, Virgil. I love you and I'm sorry. He stopped glowing as he went limp in my arms. I pulled back from the hug, looking over him. However, he wasn't unconscious. He was awake, wide-eyed, and staring at me in shock. Virgil? I asked. He didn't say anything. Instead, he pushed away from me and darted back towards the light Mind Palace. I didn't know what to do or say. I just reached out for him as he ran away. I didn't care as my tears freely flowed from my face. I'm a fuck up. I erased all of Virgil's memories too. Why can't I control my abilities? All he seemed to do was mess shit up. I watched Virgil fully vanish into the darkness of the Dark Mind Palace. I sighed, feeling my powers grow stronger as my home welcomed me back. Slowly, I headed back home, ready to kiss my sorry life goodbye. Well, looks like that's all for today. Like I said in the beginning, you should recommend a fic with the Google form below. It'd help me out a whole heck of a lot if you guys recommended fics. In the description, there's also stuff for my social medias, like my TikTok, why I do Xanderside's cosplays, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that. And there's a channel Discord where you could talk to other ducks and drakes. Thank you for listening. And, much like the Mind Palace trying to function, do your best.